All right, guys. So let's try and work out with some things here. First of all, the first thing we're going to tackle for this lesson, it's how to make this movable and also how to let this be selectable, so that you can see the colors changing, telling you the exact place you are. Is very, very interesting. And also we will do the close and then the minimize as well. All right, so how we're going to do this is actually simple. Let's go inside our project, and inside all functions we're going to write some function codes here which are really, really important. First of all, I might need some imports right here, because since I'll be using runtime, I will have to import some runtime here. So I'll just say imports, then I say system dot runtime dot interrupt services, just like this. Okay, so I'll be using this in there. So let's get started. Inside here, I'll just declare a public. This is going to be a constant, so it's just going to be a public const, and I'll just call this wm underscore nclb, like ncl button down, because this is going to handle the button down, and this is going to be as integer, which will be equal to maybe it will be equal to the n sign and ha1, like this. And you're just going to do another one which is also going to be a const, and this is going to be ht underscore caption, like this. And this is also as an integer, and we will set the integer to the n sign h2, like this. Right, so since we have this, we can go ahead and then start working out with the DLL import. So we can actually say DLL import. So we are importing a DLL with an attribute. So DLL import attribute, like this. And within the attribute, we're going to specify a directory, or let's say we're going to specify the type of DLL we will be using. So in this case, we will be using user32.dll, just like this, just right like this. So you hit enter, and the next thing we're going to do is we will create a public function, and this is going to be a shared function because we will be using it in all the screens. So this is going to be a shared function, and I'm going to call this send message. So technically this is going to handle a byval, and I'm going to call this hwd as this is going to be as int ptr. Another one, byval msg as integer, byval w param as integer. Then we just add another param as integer, and all this will be categorized as integer. Right, so we will end the function. Okay, this is really great. So let's see what we have here. We can simplify the name. I don't want to simplify the name, actually. It is DLL import attribute, just like this. So why is it giving me errors? And this is a function. So why is it giving me an underline for this? I don't get this, but that should work, right? Because we are working with a function. All right, no problem. Let's go ahead and then add another one. So it's actually going to be the same thing right here. There you go. And this will be a public shared, and this is also going to be a function, but I'm going to call this release capture. So this is going to be a boolean. Okay, so we will end the function. I don't know why. Okay, let's see, shared function. Yeah, great. So that was a spelling mistake. That's fine. So we are good to go. So since we have this function here, we're going to use it. So it's actually going to be a reusable function. You understand? So we have these guys right here. Now with the home guy, how can we actually use how do I say this? How can we actually use these functions so that we can control our main form? So here, remember, we have a mouse down, and we have a mouse down for this panel, and then the main form. So what we're going to do is we're going to tackle the main form for now. So from the main form event, we just go to the mouse down. So let's just search for mouse down. So where is it? Mouse down. There you go. So inside the mouse down, we're going to use if statement. So we're just going to say if e dot button equals to windows dot forms dot mouse buttons dot left. Then we will call the functions. Then we release the capture just like that. And also we will call the functions and send the message. And remember, this message contains something. So we will handle it. Then we call the all functions dot wm button down, and then the all functions dot ht captions, just like this. And we will set the last integer to 0. All right, so since we have this, we will just add another handler for the panel. So just say panel1 dot mouse down. So both the panel1 and then the form is going to be controllable. So let's just start it up and see how it's actually going to work. Right, so let's see. So now it is fully controllable. That's really awesome. It's now fully controllable. Great. Awesome. So now that's not the only thing we want to tackle, but now we want to control these guys, right? So let me close this and let's go. We want to control these guys for this edition. So this is going to be called, let's rename them. This is actually a button, but let's just say btn home. This is going to be btn protection, and this is going to be btn privacy. So btn privacy, and this is going to be manager. So this is going to be btn manager, and this is going to be results. So I'm just going to say btn results. Okay, this is going to be btn settings. All right, so now inside our functions, we have to declare some colors, which of course we need them. So those colors are going to be a reference to the colors which will be switching, right? So we will just create a public shared. Then I will just call this base color, and this will be set to color dot from, is it from ARGB? Let's use from ARGB from here. So this is going to be the base color. So technically this is the base color, right? Yeah, I guess. Think we have a base color and then we have a secondary color. So let's copy this guy, the purple color, right? So I'll just say another public shared button color equal to color dot from ARGB, just like this, and I'll just paste it in here. Okay, and this color is going to be the base color like this one. So I'll just copy the 77 ohm, just come again and paste it here. Great. So these colors are very, very important. These are the colors I'm going to use for the changing, right? So first of all, here I'm going to create a private, this is going to be a public because I'll be using them. So public shared sub, and I'm going to call this home button function, right? Meaning oh, come on, let's just cut this. It's not going to be in this function. Oh, come on. Okay, so just paste it here. It's going to be end sub. Great. So inside here we're going to use the form 1. So we will say with form 1, the form 1 has some buttons. So just say dot btn home dot back color should be set to, remember, the base the button color, just like this. Then the btn manager dot back color should be set to the base color, and dot btn privacy, or is it btn privacy dot back color should be set to the base color. Dot btn protection dot back color should be set to base color, and dot btn results dot back color should be set to the base color as well. And also dot btn that is, I think I think that's good. So how many buttons do we have here? 1 2 3 4 5. Great. The settings is not part of it because I'm not going to add the settings, but if you think you want to add the settings, that's fine. And I will always bring the home to the front. So ctl home 1 dot bring to front. Yeah, so technically this is what I'm doing. So I'm just going to copy this and paste it the second one, and the second one is btn manager. So we will just say manager button like this, and instead of setting this to the button color, we will set this to the base color. Then we set the manager to the button color, right? So we do the same thing, and the next one is the privacy button. So just come here, we say privacy button. So this is going to be a base color. Then we set the privacy button to the button color. Right, let's do another one. So this is going to be what? Privacy. Oh, we already have the privacy. So this is going to be protection button. So let's set the protection to button color, and let's set this to base color. I'm just going to paste the last one, which is the results. So this is going to be results. So results. So results, and the results is going to be the button color, and I'll set this to the base color. Right, awesome. So since we have these functions to be called, and of course they can be called at any time, we are good to go. So how we will add it to these guys are just to click on this, and we will just call all functions dot home button, just like this. So we will just come here, click on this all functions dot protection button, all functions dot privacy button, all functions dot manager button, all functions dot results button. So since you have this, it's going to change the colors according to how we want it to be, right? So just click on this start, and boom, there you go. So it is being customized. It is fully customized. You can see we have it just right here, right? Awesome, guys. This is really good, and yeah, it's really working fine. So let's work out with the close dialog so that we can close this anytime. We will work on that, but before we do that, let's do the minimize. So I'm just going to say me dot windows state dot minimized. Let's set it to forms dot windows state dot minimize, and this is going to minimize to the taskbar. So let's see the close guy. So with the close guy, I'm going to go to the forms, going to create a new form. I'm just going to call this frm close, and with this two, with a close guy, it's not going to be anything fancy, but I would like to choose the font size to be 498 by 280. 498 by 280. All right, so let's see the size. 498 and 280. Great. So I'll just set the back color to the 90 color. I mean to this color, this guy. Okay, so I'll just set the color to that color. Awesome. And I would like to set the border style, form border style to none, like this. And what I'm going to do is I'll just set the start position to be center screen, and of course I'll add one panel just right here, and I'll dock the panel, and I'll set the panel border style from none to fixed single. Awesome. Now I will add a picture box, just one picture box right here, and this picture box is going to contain my alert dialog like this. Awesome. And I would like to use the stretch, the zoom, right? This good. Okay, so this is good. This is really good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add two buttons here. So I'll just go here. Let's go to the CTL home, because we already have some buttons. So I'm just going to copy this fix, come here, paste it, add it here, and I'll just change this to no. And let's use all caps. Okay, great. So I'll just copy and paste one more time, and this is actually going to be a green color, so green. Then we set the text color to yes. Oh, come on, why did I? Okay, so let's just say yes. Awesome. So this is really good. So we can save this, and when I click on this, I'll just say with this code, I'll just say me.hide, because I'm hiding itself, or I will just say exit sub, exit sub. I can just exit the sub, can just exit the sub. Just say me.hide, and I'll just exit the sub. So I'm done with this. Yeah, I'm done with that. So this is going to say application dot exit. So this is actually going to exit the whole application. Not any fancy code, just some basic codes. So when I click on this, I'm just going to say frm close.show dialog. Awesome. Just like that. So let's test it out and see. All right, so we have it working. Click on that and there you go. You see? No. Click on that. No. Click on that. But you can control this. I mean, you can drag this. But when I click on the yes, it's gone. Great. So let's go back here. Let's go to the form one and let's copy this form one mouse event. I mean the mouse down event. Let's go to the close. Now inside here, you just go to the mouse down. So let's see the mouse down. There you go. So let's just paste this here. And we will add the panel as well. So panel one dot mouse down, just like this. All right, so that really works fine. Okay, so we click on this. There you go. So this is really controllable, right? This is really controllable. That's awesome. That's really good. That's really good. I really love this whole thing. I really love it. All right, guys. So this is what we've done so far. And I would like for us to work with a protection window. With a protection, it's actually not going to be anything fancy, but let's do that. So I'm just going to go to the custom controls, add user control, and this is going to be CTL protection. Yeah, so I would like to set the size of this to 848 and 566, just as we did for the other one. And also we will set the color to the 90. I already copied that, so I'll just paste it here. Then we get the same background color. Now let's go to the close button, copy this guy, and let's paste this here. See, just bring this here, and all we're going to do is we actually going to go to the CTL the home. Let's copy this antivirus and then this guy, copy that, come to the protection, let's just paste it here. Just gonna put this here, then just gonna say firewall. Great. Since we have this, so I'm just going to copy this and then paste this here. So I'll just say free antivirus, like this, and I'll just copy and paste one more time. Just put this here, then I'll say is not protecting you. Okay, so these two guys will be centered, and I'll set this to an orange color. I mean the 4 color. Yeah, or I'll just say dark orange. I mean anyhow I want to use it, that's fine. Or if I think I have any color, I can actually go ahead and then use it. If I have any orange color, light color, any color I want to use it. So let's go to the home, and I would like to copy this run smart guy, come to the protection, let's paste it one here. So this is going to be a domain network into bracket, which is recommended to enable it, right? So I'll just copy one more time and paste another one here, and this is also going to be a recommended, and this is going to be a private. Okay, great. So we have the domain network and then the private network. Now we need a panel, and this panel is just going to be just a normal panel, nothing else, and I'll just squeeze it just a little bit down like this. Yeah, there you go. Then I'll set the color to white, and I will add a label like this guy, copy and paste it here. Let's set the font color to black like that, and this is going to be let's set this to a domain network. Just say domain network like this, and I will add a picture box like this, put it here, and what I'll do is I will import my design. I did a design from Photoshop, of course I have it, so I think I will import that as well. I think I have it somewhere. I guess I have it, so I should be able to have it. Let me see. I think I have it inside my resources, and there you go. I have the on and off, so I'm gonna upload the two of them. Just click on open. I have the on and off, so I'll just go in for the off for the meantime. So I have the off, which is really good. So I just copy the whole thing, paste it again, and put it here. Let's just select all of these, just position them here. That's really good. So this is going to be a private network. Okay, so since we have this, we actually have to go ahead, click on project, build solution. Awesome. So whilst this solution is done, let's go back to the form 1, design here. Now you will see CTL protection, drag and drop it here and align it. There you go. So we're going to send this to the back, save this. Now let's go to the all functions. Now with the protection here, instead of saying CTL home, you just say CTL protection 1 dot bring to front. Well, since this is done, let's start it and see how this is actually going to work. Right, so we have this right here. So we have the protection and then the home. It's really working perfectly fine. All right, thank you guys. We will end here. On our next lesson, we're going to see the privacy. We will be tackling we will tackle the privacy, then we will tackle the manager, and of course we can add the results as well if we have a lot of time to work things out. But okay, so what we will do is we will work only on the scan on our next video. Until then, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, please do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you won't be missing any upcoming episode or whatsoever. The name still remains iXoft Original. I also remind you that if you need the full source code to this project, the link is in the description below. You can just grab it and you are good to go. Until then, have a nice day, and iXoft Original is out. Thank you. Bye.